In this short documentary, I shall be talking to a Roman Catholic priest, a devout practicing Catholic, and an agnostic about what religion means to them in their lives.
My name is David Savory, Father David Savory of St George's Parish, Taunton.
I was born a Catholic, and my parents were Catholic, and we were brought up strict Catholics, went to Mass, said the Rosary. I've always followed it and found a great contentment in it.
I believe in the people that believe in religion, but I don't practice. But perhaps I practice in my own way, in what I call real life.
I like to go to Mass, say my prayers, and I haven't really known any other way of worship all my life.
I decided to become a priest because I really felt that Christ was calling me to follow him and to serve his people as a priest. You dedicate yourself to Jesus out of love. You know, Jesus is the most important thing in my life.
I used to go to Sunday school when I was a child, and didn't do me any harm, but I never sort of followed it through as to go to church regular. Probably a bit of Christianity inside of me somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that perhaps if everybody felt like that perhaps the world would go on a lot better.
Different areas, like where I come from, Northern Ireland, there was a great hatred towards the Catholic Church from the Protestant Church. Lots of parts have tried to come together now. Atheists, well, they do deny, but I don't think they're so aggressive towards a church. They just don't believe in anything. They say there's nothing beyond here. But I think when you look at the world and see everything around you, there has to be something. And but that's my belief, and it's not everybody's belief.
Churches are, I believe, a very good thing to have something to believe in. I think we all do, even if you're a non-believer. I think that there's certain times in your life when things happen to you, you sort of try to reach out, and we probably all do reach out, even though we might slightly in denial of that we're a Catholic or Church of England or whatever other types.
I don't think religion does anybody any harm, but it gives you standards in your life, and I think children, it's nice for them to be brought up with something, because I think it helps with knowing right from wrong, and for not trying to keep them out of bother later on, that they know something is wrong and something is right.
Are there priests who do bad things? Yes, there are. Again, it's the same argument. It's not the fact of religion which is at fault. It's the fact that there are individuals who will see opportunities.
It didn't make me hate the church, because I felt, well, they did the wrong, not me. I go to pray to God, not the priest.
It's not just a Catholic church, in fact it's probably all churches or all religions.
Yeah.
And then any type, well, it's even happening through football scouts, as in, training young footballers.
One of the things about being a priest, certainly in the past, which has been the source of problems, is the unquestioned authority of the priest. But the problem with being in a position of automatic respect, unquestioned authority, is that if you are a bad person, you get away with bad things.
I think anybody that seems to get involved with young children, the children are very vulnerable, because for some unknown reason it's quite ripe out there what's actually happening in society.
Yeah.
The press has a way of making everything seem much bigger than it is. It's not that one person abused is not a total outrage. Of course it is. But the tendency is to tar everybody with the same brush. Oh, you know, all priests are dangerous. It's total nonsense. I mean, more than 90% of children who are abused by members of their own family or by people who are very close to their family.
They have to either get over it, hatred doesn't get you anything, and you either have to try to accept it, which is very difficult for those that were abused, and but where do you find peace if you don't forget and forgive?
What about democracy? Do you value democracy? We live in a democratic state, don't we?
Yeah.
Equal rights, equal votes, and the rest of it. But you see, democracy can be hijacked by evil people as well. Hitler, one of the most evil men ever to have had power on this planet, I would think, Hitler rode to power on the back of the democratic vote. Does that mean that we should no longer have democracy? No, of course not. But did he pervert it? Did he abuse it when he came to power? Yes, he did. It's the same with religion. First of all, you need to draw a distinction between faith and religion. Faith is the belief that we have, in our case as Christians, in Jesus. Religion is the way in which we express that faith. Faith is a good thing. The shared expression of faith is a good thing, because our faith is all about love. It's about doing the loving thing. Can religion, like democracy, be hijacked? Yes, it can. There are evil people, sick people, whom we call variously psychopaths or sociopaths, you know, people who don't actually emotionally identify with other people. Religion is especially attractive to them because of the idea that authority in religion is God-given. God wants this, and if God wants this, you don't get to argue. So it is with people like ISIS, for instance, or in the past in Catholic and Protestant factions in Northern Ireland. People with psychopathic tendencies, you know, who want to impose their will on others. And whereas a Christian is prepared to suffer for what he believes, these people are prepared to make other people suffer for what they believe.
There's always been, in all religions, wars, terrible things happen in the name of religion, but to me that isn't religion.
People that actually incite hatred and cause harm, that are using religion to hide behind, are in fact really in denial that, you know, they're not religious whatsoever.
I think the world is very sad at the minute. I also, in my own belief, think it is near the end of time with all these wars going on. Just people are so cruel and they're so brainwashed about what they believe, and they try to impose it on other people. It's just so sad and quite frightening, really.
It's not religion itself which is at fault. Religion then becomes the victim of evil individuals who use it for their own ends.
I feel that there's no place for Muslims in this country. As same as I don't believe that there's a place for Christianity in a Muslim country. And I think that's where the problem is. Perhaps if people understood more about different people's different religion and beliefs, might help.
With the Catholic religion, we do pray for peace for the world. You hope that it may get better, but I'm afraid I feel a bit down about it all, because I just think everything is so disastrous at the moment. But you can only pray for peace and hope that mankind will come to their senses.
I think the role of organised religion, and particularly of something like the Catholic Church, is to keep in front of people this common responsibility that we are one another's keeper. We should love one another, that we should look after one another, that we have a responsibility for the creation that we've been given to live in, and so on.